What's up, guys? Welcome back to the 956 Opposition. This is episode 8, A Tale of Two Giants, the fate of the world in the future. Yeah, whatever, guys. We got a few things to cover up today. We're going to be covering CNN gets sued once again. Biden versus Trump debate. Yeah, what happened there? Supreme Court rulings. So essentially the Supreme Court was like making these rulings while the debate was happening, and some of them are really like kind of controversial. We're going to talk about them. We're going to Google them and see what the Supreme Court ruled on and canceled on. Local happenings. We're going to cover some local happenings and one trailer of a DEI problem that occurred in Mission today. Some of you who heard that already know what I'm going to talk about. All right, let's get into it, guys. Let's start off with the first thing. So CNN getting sued. So essentially the debate, CNN threatened all the internet streamers, all the social media streamers and whatnot. He threatened all of them because they wanted to be the only, or they wanted to the debate to essentially be only on television. TV is dying, guys. Like everybody is moving to like live stream, social media channels, Hulu, YouTube, Netflix. TV's dying, guys. Stuff like CNN, Fox, KRGB, CBS 4 News, they're losing their touch. So they're like pulling all the fast stops to, limit, censor, whatever you want to call it. But you can't do this. This is a violation of freedom of press, the First Amendment. And we're going to see it right now, guys. So share the screen. CNN, I got news for you. If you attempt to stop people from streaming anything in regard to this presidential debate, you will be sued. It's election interference, and we're done tolerating your bull. We choose, we vote, not you. Don't push us. So yeah, CNN made the threat, and people took to social media immediately, tagging CNN, letting them know that we have lawsuits prepared for you. A lot of these YouTubers, they make a lot of money, and so they can hire these top-notch lawyers to go after networks like CNN. Some people down here in the Valley could even do that if they, had the heart to do it. But, yep, that is good news to hear. Jake Tapper, also from CNN, getting sued. So it's the guy who moderated the debate, and as we talk about this, we'll jump right into the details of the debate. Jake Tapper, the guy supposed to be moderating the debate, he said a lot of hateful things about Trump, and we're going to watch this quick little video where CNN reporter gets a little infuriated with our Trump representative, basically exposing the truth about Jake Tapper having compared Trump to Hitler in the past. I mean, if you're going to have a moderator, this moderator has to be neutral, guys. He cannot have a biased opinion, not even in the past. He can't even work for the network of CNN, guys, because CNN is like leftist bias. I mean, it's really, I don't even think Trump should have taken this debate because, he's going right into enemy territory. But what kind of president would he be if he didn't go right into enemy territory, Got to give the guy his credit. Even though he wasn't on the attack and he did not destroy Biden the way he should have, the guy actually held back a lot. But guys like Jake Tapper should not be monitoring this stuff. They should not even be talking about it. They have their own little plans in the back of their head. They're just little snake, two-faced guys. We shouldn't be hearing it from them. But let's watch this video. Because look how CNN reporters react to this kind of stuff when they get called out on it.
Come back at. Well, first of all, it takes someone 5 minutes to Google Jake Tapper, Donald Trump, to see that Jake Tapper has consistently frequently likened President Trump to Adolf Hitler.
Ma'am, I'm going to stop this interview if you continue to attack my colleagues. I would like to talk about Joe Biden and Donald Trump, who you work for.
Yes.
If you are here to speak on his behalf, I am willing to have this conversation.
She's smiling.
I am stating facts that your colleagues have stated in the past.
Okay.
Now,
I'm sorry, guys. We're going to come back out to the panel. Caroline, thank you very much for your time. You are welcome to come back at.
Well, first of all, it takes someone 5 minutes to Google.
I love that clip. That's going to go down in history. You can't edit stuff like that. CNN can't handle it, guys. They cut her off right there at that part because she was just going to keep repeating the same thing. And it's like, you guys can read right there. You guys can see, this is unfair, guys. We're supposed to be remaining neutral. We're not supposed to be biased in these kinds of debates. But, Trump agreed to it. So, part of his fault, too. All right, now let's go see the Senate debate. The old man debate. Trump versus Biden. Yeah, so if you already watched the debate, I mean, I really don't. I'm not even being biased. This is Twitter, guys. Everybody has a Twitter. I'm not putting Trump, beat Biden. You guys can see it right there. I'm putting just Trump versus Biden. Let's watch the first one, guys. This is real stuff. I mean, this is sad. It's kind of sad because Biden's an old man. But I mean, this is the reality, guys. Democrats are playing puppet with this literal living corpse of a man. Like, it's sad. Like, he doesn't even function. Like, and it's even dumber that all these influencers, all these social media heavy hitters, all these people that want to keep clout and attention and their income from social media or YouTube, they're making all these videos, they're afraid to say the truth. Our lives were way better under Trump, and it's true. Gas prices were better, food prices were better. The only reason that they don't want to say it is because they're still going to make money no matter what from the networking. They're still going to make money. That's why you don't hear these big shots and all these rich people making money off of other people saying this kind of stuff or agreeing with the honest truth, because they're not hardworking Americans like us. They don't feel the economy like us. They don't work 9 to 5s like us. They don't have multiple jobs like us. Guys, we have to remember that a lot of these people that we're seeing on screens are disconnected from reality. Unless it's like, the people we're seeing in real life, where they go into the trenches, the suburbs, the ghettos, like the people like us, those are the people like us. Those are the people feeling the economy like us. I mean, we have to keep these things in mind, guys.
President Trump? I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he's... The total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more Border Patrol and more asylum officers. President Trump? I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look, we had the safest border in the history of our country. The border, all he had to do was leave it. All he had to do was leave it.
All he had to do was leave it, guys. Trump left him with a secure border, a good border policies. And what was the first thing Biden did? In spite of Trump, like literally, he didn't even do it. He didn't have to do it. He just did it because he didn't like Trump and he didn't like Republicans that bad. The first thing he did was reverse all the policies on the border, screwing us over, giving us all the criminals, giving us all this new danger and local crime and all this death that's been happening in the Rio Grande Valley, South Texas, guys. It is be right here, this idiot right here, because he wanted to be petty. It wasn't because he cared about immigrants. It was not even even for the Democrat votes. He just hated Trump that much. And a lot like a bunch of these fuckers down here, pardon my French, a lot of these MFs down here in the valley just don't get it because they're so glued on their social media phones. They can't go and research something. They can't go and see the evidence, the videos for themselves. They don't want to think for themselves. They just want to stay hooked on getting money, doing drugs, drinking, partying with friends, literally being disconnected from reality, like not even paying attention, noticing. And then when they start feeling it in their wallets, when they're going to go shop for food and all that, they can't go to Sam's anymore and get all their products like they used to. Well, now we don't know what's going on, guys. Now people want to talk about it. They want to, why are we paying so much? It's because of this guy. This guy reversed everything and put us in a hole, and he did it out of spite of Trump. Just did not even do it. Maybe he messed with the economy a little just to benefit the Democrats because they're controlling him. But most of this stuff that he reversed from Trump era policies literally was in spite of Trump. Like, just doing it to be a hater, bro. Like, it's so petty, dude. These old petty politicians, bro. Trump's a little petty too, but at least he had us going good. Like, that is all I care about. Like, dude, I want to get my properties going, bro. I want to get my businesses going, but I can't go in this economy. It sucks ass, guys. Like, man, I was doing way better 5 years ago. And I was just talking like with my family members about this stuff too, man. They got people invading my property and they're just like destroying it. Like, I got a picture I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to upload it. I'm going to put it somewhere in the middle of this thing when I get it done. I ain't never done that before, but I'm going to try it today. But I took a picture. I'm going to show you, man. They like literally drove with a truck to dump 3 sandbags on my whole property. 3 little fucking sandbags, bro. Like, You couldn't go to a trash can. You got in a whole ass truck, put 3 sandbags, drove all the way to the middle of the city, saw my empty lot, and just threw that there? And also got your truck tracks all over my damn property, bro, which looked smoothened out. Now it looks dumb. These are not just people from over there. These are like locals too who just weren't raised right. I mean, they crossed from over here. They had a life here, but they ain't no morals. They just want to work and dump trash everywhere. They don't know how to take care of Texas. Y'all ever heard of don't mess with Texas, man? If I catch them dudes, bro, with one day, bro, if I pull up to one of my properties and I see these dudes throwing trash on them, clip, 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 dude going down. That shit annoying, bro. I work too hard for that. It's ridiculous. It is so ridiculous how bad things have gotten. But see, these people don't know how to talk. These rich people, bro, all they care about is, man, this girl talking about other things when the debate of the freaking century just happened. Second blessed, another one. Let's see another one.
Relative to what we're going to do with more border patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either.
No, it's the same thing. Do I need to show you all more? See what's going on
President
here?
Biden, inflation has slowed, but prices remain high. Since you took office, the price of essentials has increased. For example, a basket of groceries that cost $100 then now costs more than $120. And typical home prices have jumped more than 30%. What do you say to voters who feel they are worse off under your presidency than they were under President Trump?
Look at this man's
We gotta
face.
take a look at what I was left when I became president, what Mr. Trump left me. We had an economy that was in free fall.
Get out of here, bro.
The pandemic was so badly handled. Many people were dying. All he said was, it's not that serious. Just inject a little bleach into your arm. You'll be all right. The economy collapsed. There were no jobs. Unemployment rate rose to 50.
This dude is lying. There's no jobs right now. There's people dying all over the place right now. People can't afford the crap. He is saying that during Trump's presidency, all this was occurring. This was not occurring during Trump's presidency. He's lying. He's a whole liar, bro. Oh, wow. Look at this, look. Man, it's not even part of the debate. We can cover it. And some dudes talking about the debate. Look, so let's jump back, bro, to these, like, I want to talk about social media influencers. Like I was mentioning earlier, like, they don't get it, bro. They don't get it. Like,
don't even open your mouth. Don't even open your mouth. You don't have no reason to talk.
Vinny,
just shut up.
I'm a big
just
fan
do me a
of
favor
you.
and shut up.
I'm a big fan of you.
But yo.
See that dude right there? That dude he's like a grifter, bro. All he does is follow trends. This dude's like, he's supposedly hardcore Muslim, bro. Doesn't even follow the religion that much. He's always arguing and fighting with people. He's not a true even Muslim, bro. But this dude, he's just doing whatever he can on social media. Like, if he's got to be doing Muslim faith to get more clout, to get more followers, to keep his money going. His name's Hassan. He is a piece of shit. He doesn't care. He literally did not care when terrorists went and beheaded people in Israel. Like, he literally was happy about it. This is POS right here, bro. And he's pissing off Vinny to the left. Vinny's one of my, like, favorite spokes. He's, like, kind of more conservative. But he's just trying to tell the dude, shut up, bro. Because they're talking about the debate, what happened in the debate. And this guy right here, this influencer, is just trying to say they are both old men. They don't care. When we all know that everything was better under Trump. But these little social media influencers, these little racist YouTubers and all that, they got to keep their money, their income going. They don't want to. They don't want to spit. They don't want to spit the truth, and that's pathetic to me. That is weak.
But hold on.
I'm a big fan of you, so I don't want you to die. I feel like your heart pressure is going up. You're turning.
You say.
Man, Vinny served in the military, and Hassan's over here trying to live in America, talking badly about America. He's in Europe now, I believe, but he's hiding out over there because he's a coward. I'm just reading it. I'm sorry, guys. Oh my.
And we did a great job by shut it down. Wait a minute, Joe. Let me shut you down for a second, Joe. Just for 1 second. I don't wear masks like him. Every time you see him, he's got a mask. He could be speaking 200 feet away from me. He shows up with the biggest mask I've ever seen. You could never have done the job that we did. You don't have it in your blood. You could have never done that job. I know how to do the job. I know how to get the job. Well, you didn't. It's on the ballot in the court. I don't think so. In the court. Well, there's nothing happening there. Donald, would you...
Even with that freaking baby that Trump's making more sense. That's hilarious. Oh my God, what is this?
There's not a sucker. You're the sucker. You're the loser. It's a total ban on the total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more Border Patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I wrote on.
Everybody's talking about that part, bro, because I don't think anybody knew. Oh, man.
Well, I know.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Guilty with no evidence. All right. Well, you know what? I don't think we need to go more into the debate, guys. Biden is a dwindling old man, and Trump still has the ability to think properly. And he's younger. He's younger than Biden, bro. Biden's already in the 80s. He's literally at death's door. Why would anybody vote for him? Like, Trump is showing the energy for at least, for sure, 3 more years in him. 3 more years. Biden looks like he's going to die tomorrow. I'm simply asking people to get real. Get real. Not to edit that part out again. Stop being such a bad boy. Anyways. Get real, guys. I mean, I know nobody wants to pick sides. I know that's what it is. Nobody wants to be a side picker. But as somebody who has been through a lot in life and somebody who has been on both sides, it's okay to pick a side. It's okay to pick the lesser of 2 evils. In this life, God gives you choices. And you go about those choices and you learn from those consequences, guys. And there's a consequence for even standing by and not doing anything at all. It's called being idle. It's called being idle. Idly nothing. Like, you did nothing and you will be questioned for nothing when you get judged. Like, how come you picked no sides when the fate of the balance of this and this held in that, or this could have happened and you didn't choose that? Guys, you're given choices for a reason in life. People don't want to pick choices anymore. And that's, in my sense, kind of immature. I mean, we are adults. Adults need to learn how to make decisions, guys. Leaders need to make choices. And I know not everybody's made to be a leader, but you're an adult still, and you still have to make a choice, especially if you have kids. You have a responsibility to leave this country in a better state for your children if you have children. Or help your fellow man. Unless you're just a POS that doesn't care about anybody, all I care about is money, then okay, I get it. I get why you would be a leftist, why you would support big business and big corporate companies and all that, and Democrats getting more money. I get it. Okay, I get it, bro. Or maybe you're a famous YouTube influencer who only gets their millions from the amount of people that follows you, so you can't afford to break that. I get it, guys. I get it. I really don't. I really don't. And I don't give a damn how many people don't like me on what side I'm picking. I'm going with Trump's side because it is the most logical side. It is the side that is going to keep my kid from getting hurt. It's going to limit, it's going to establish more security. It's going to establish lower prices. It's going to put more food in my fridge. Like, get real, guys. I am not going to be hopping on the bus with these freaking popular people, rich influencers, YouTubers, all that, all these people that have their incomes dependent online. If I ever get that big, I'm not saying I'm like that, but I'm not going to hop on their bus ever. I'm always going to be myself. I'm always going to be real. And that's a facade that they all play. And I'm very disappointed in a lot of them because I like a lot of these guys. I like a lot of these influencer YouTubers. I think they got some good things to say. But when they show ignorance by not picking on the side between these two giants, like literally the fate of our country and our way of life is, there are wars occurring right now, real wars where people are dying. And they are literally dependent on who is the leader next. And people are just like, oh, I don't care, I want to be neutral, it's not a big deal. Man, you're a fucking pendejo. Eres pendejo, you're a dumb cuz. You're dumb, cuz. I'll knock you shit loose, cuz. You're being dumb, bro. You're not helping out, bro. People are supposed to be together. We're all supposed to be working in this community together. We're supposed to unite. And sorry, Christ. Sorry. Yeah, we're supposed to be together and all this and, establish the right from the wrong and this and that. But people are just so ignorant nowadays. We're so glued to stuff like this, guys. I'm guilty of it too. I'm on my computer. I'm always on my games too. I get it, guys. I get it. But we have to wake up. We are getting too close. There's just so many weird things. Think about the COVID pandemic, how they locked us all up and they limited our freedom. Things are getting weird, guys. They're getting so weird. And I don't want it to get weirder. I get very angry and defensive real quick. I might cause a few problems. Yeah, just keep letting more criminals run around Brandon when he has his gun and all. I mean, people surely won't die when he's not protecting his kid. I mean, do they expect us to just bend over and take it? No. I despise local politicians in this area. They don't give a dang. Those are the true guys you should hate. Local politicians in South Texas, you should hate those guys the most because they don't even discuss anything with their own community. They just straight up launch projects and do whatever they want, business with other people in the other side of Mexico. It is terrible down here, guys. I mean, I'm surprised we even got one Republican candidate. I think it was Myra in office. And it's crazy. I mean, one person can only do so much. I'm not expecting any change anytime soon here, but it is crazy the amount of crap that city workers and politicians get away with down here. It is crazy. It is like almost California level of crime down here. Almost. But we're in Texas, guys. We're in the red state. We're supposed to have more security. But the problem is we are 400 miles away from the closest major city and the rest of the red governments, the actual secure, peaceful governments. We have these local blue governments that are just chaotic and always letting criminals run loose, repeat offenders loose. And just causing damage, manslaughters, crashes. Yeah, it gets wild, guys. We're going to talk about some of that right now in a bit. But I just wanted to say, man, if you're not taking this Trump and Biden stuff seriously, you are childish. You're probably immature. You probably don't have a family. You probably don't have a normal job. And you probably don't have friends that you actually care about. I don't know. I'm just saying, if it hasn't occurred in your head, you're probably not a normal person. You're probably just some rich loser living by yourself, probably eating junk food, ordering to-go food, because if you probably go out in public yourself, you're probably going to get jumped or shot because you're living in a crappy area, or because the views that you have or you're spouting online are just pieces of crap views. I mean, I don't know. But it's whatever. It's whatever. I mean, the total fate of the world isn't on the freaking line, guys. Sorry. So, let's see what the Supreme Court ruled out while we were all talking about this debate, because I'm not going to let those things slide under my eye. We got to see what they were up to. Rulings. There were a few. There were a couple. Woo! So, Occupy Democrats. So we're just going to read it from here, guys. But I know it's biased. It's going to be biased. You can already know from the name it's going to be biased. Supreme Court makes one of its worst rulings in history and repeals the 1984 Chevron precedent. Open the floodgates for corporations to trash the environment, public health, and the workplace. And it gets much worse. The ruling undoes a rule that required. Great. Why do they I hate these guys. Rulings on dual will require from court hearings to give deference to the federal agency from creating regulations based on laws that could, in one fell swoop, the majority today gave its well in every sphere of current. She added that the conservative majority of the courts disdains restraint and grasp of power. Okay. The Supreme Court ultimately acts based on law, but they want to complain that federal corporations and business corporations are going to have more control. The way our country is right now, don't they all have all the control? I mean, because the citizens aren't getting all the money. We're getting taxed the crap out of. All the companies are raising all the prices. I imagine they're getting the money and not us. Because where's my extra $1,000? Hiding in my bank? I don't know. It's because I'm pumping so much damn gas to get to work. Occupy Democrats, please. Occupy idiots. Justice Sotomayor on the far right ruling of the Supreme Court. I live in frustration. Every loss traumatizes me, and my soul so hurt that my co-workers voted against the things when I too voted with them. You idiot. The Supreme Court just published 3 wonderful consequential decisions. While they may have yet punted yesterday, today's rulings will help reign in deep state free unjustly imprisoned J6ers. Woo! Yeah, so that was the other one, guys. So January 6th, people that were getting prosecuted, sent to jail, even the people that were just there at the wrong place, the wrong time, yeah, there's still people in jail, like just for being there on the day the protesters showed up. Yeah, that sucks. Imagine you're going to visit the White House. You're just going to see the decision, like any typical decision given by the senators. You're just visiting, like you're literally touring. And these protesters come and they're doing the protest, and then all of a sudden you get arrested alongside the protesters. And you're like, whoa, what the heck did I do? Yeah, a lot of people did that. And the Supreme Court essentially said that they took things too far because they did. They arrested a bunch of people that were innocent. They arrested some guys that didn't even take anything. Even Nancy Pelosi admitted to failing the whole entire thing. And we're going to go see that. That's what happened, which is good. I mean, because they're protesters. I mean, what is it any different than what the leftists have done? Rioting in cities, burning down businesses, defacing statues and cemeteries. What's the difference, guys? What's the difference? So what if a couple of red, hot-headed Anglo-Americans got a little heated about a decision and stormed the Capitol full of corrupt senators that are literally leeching off our tax money? Who cares? Screw those guys. We should have burned it down. We should have burned them all down in there with it. But no, we showed mercy. Conservatives show mercy. They don't go in there and they don't hurt people. The one cop that got trampled to death decided to get trampled to death. I mean, you're at the wrong place at the wrong time, dude. I'm not gonna, hey, nobody told you to get in a fight with a bunch of people that were just protesting. I know damn well that none of those protesters in there were in there violently. They just got coerced into moving too far into places, and some of them were even escorted by police, and we see that. But let's watch the best part of this all, where Nancy Pelosi admits that it's all her fault. Because she is a Democrat rat, and she just wanted to create an event for everybody to point at conservatives and say, oh, look, they're crazy, racist white people. Bull. Admits to J6. No.
We have responsibility, Terry. We did not have any accountability for what was going on there, and we should have. This is ridiculous. You're going to ask me in the middle of the thing when they've already breached the inaugural stuff that should we call the Capitol Police? I mean, the National Guard? Why weren't the National Guard there to begin with?
They thought that they had sufficient resources.
No, there's not a question of how they had, but they don't know. They clearly didn't know, and I take responsibility for not having.
She had the National Guard there ahead of time for the J6ers storm the Capitol, ready to cause problems. She somehow knew ahead of time that it was going to happen. And she did nothing but just have the guards in there ready to fight with the protesters. She did nothing to push the protesters back from even storming the Capitol. No, she let the National Guard let them in. And she takes full responsibility for it in that video. She's in her car. They're recording her. She thinks she's not being recorded. But they have to record some of this stuff because these are crimes and things that are going on this time. We need all the evidence and everything that needs to be said. I'm glad this came out. I'm glad it did. And the person who released it probably got paid real good.
Just prepare for more. We have responsibility, Terry. We did not.
Everybody's sharing this video. Yep. Everybody admits to it. I mean, everybody says she admits to it. Sorry, guys.
Have any accountability.
Absurd. So let's check out the local happenings. Let's go through here. CBS 4 News. They're probably going to report the same thing. I already know it. But let's see what's been happening lately around the area, guys. CBS for the 4 moderate Democrats in the House wrote to acting Speaker McHenry. Oh, wow. More. Wow. Inside Valley politics. Don't ever watch that, guys. That's not local. So, guys, since it's right there, let's just talk about it. Deanna Ortiz, a realtor from Remax, said she had a showing of the property at 10, but later received a phone call that an 18-wheeler had crashed into a home. So down here in the valley, it is no surprising news that there is a trailer accident occurring. There is so many trailer accidents that occur down here, but nobody ever wants to talk about it because the economic trade down here involving trailers is just too good. We got Mexico on that side. We got the Gulf right there, bringing in more cargo. We got a train driving around through the air, through the Rio Grande Valley that also ships out more products. We got plenty of factories all across the valley. And if we don't have product coming from there, we have it coming from North Texas, you know, from other companies. Companies. The thing is, though, nobody wants to crack down on trailer violence down here. Yes, I'm saying trailer violence. Brandon, what is trailer violence? Trailer violence is, to me, and what I'm going to describe as the careless neglect and operation of a semi-trailer vehicle constantly in an area. Calling it trailer violence, and it causing many deaths and manslaughters or damage to some property. As you can see in this image, you see a whole entire trailer lodged into a house. Thank God nobody lived in that house. It was still up for sale. Imagine you're living in your house. Some freaking jerk just comes with a whole 18-wheeler, plows it right through half of your house. It's insane. And we don't even know where this driver is from yet, but I'm going to put my money that he is not from here. All these drivers typically are from the other side of the border, but also from here too. They're just crappy drivers. Around here, nobody cracks down on the grade of driving trailers down here. And I think that's a real problem. But we know what else is a real problem? DEI. We want to put a bunch of diversity, a bunch of people from everywhere else, a bunch of people who had limited education to come in and have an opportunity to have these jobs. Oh, and look what's happening. It's bad enough we already have these accidents. Now we're going to increase them some more with DEI. We are no stranger to trailer incidents down here, guys. This is just the one that made national headlines. And I don't know why it made national headlines. We literally have so much stuff going on down here, guys. There was the library where the old man got executed in front of people. Like, there's the final court ruling for this guy right here. Oh man, I gotta go check that out. 2 men were arrested after a road rage shooting near the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley, Edinburgh. Oh wow, you're going to the University of Edinburgh and you can possibly be shot by some guys fighting over cars. Yeah, come down to the Rio Grande Valley, guys. UTRGV is spending so much money on their advertisement saying that they're the #1 university in Texas. Bullshit, by the way. Baylor goes way harder. Texas Aggies go harder. Texas Austin goes harder. Get real. They lie so much down here. They just want people to attend their school. It's just lies. But you're literally a billboard only down here saying #1 university in Texas. BS, guys. You really think this is going to be the #1 university in Texas? Come on, guys. Come on. We got a bunch of these guys walking all over the place selling drugs and stuff. Come on, guys. I'm not hating. It's the truth. I'm sorry. Somebody had to say it. Ooh, wow. Twitter is something else. So this piece of work about a year ago ran over a bunch of legal migrants on the side of the road. And look at him. We get to see him cry, do his little fake cry on the side of the road. He got 60 years. He only gets 60 years for killing 8 legal migrants just waiting on the side of the road for their ride. Slaughtered them with a truck because he's a repeat drunk driver. He's a repeat offender, guys. He may have sued Brownsville PD for some money in the past, but he's still a POS. Why do they let him walk around? Because woke PD Brownsville and woke Cameron County just want to take it easier on the criminals. We want to give them a chance. Guys, they gave me chances too. And they gave me about 3 chances. The first 2 chances, I went back to doing what I was going to do. And this is the 3rd time I learned my lesson. You can't, as a guy who has been in the system, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot let guys like this right here get away with it. Me, I'm a pothead. I just try to throw some weed away. You got me. But this guy right here, he's a murderer, and he didn't care. He didn't care to endanger people's lives. He's still trying to argue his case. I don't know if he's doing it because he wanted to avoid the death penalty, but I don't think he would have gotten it because they weren't really American. It sounds dark, but they weren't really American citizens, and it's kind of different like that. I'm sorry to say, but that's how rules work in court. But other than that, I mean, at least give him life. 60 years? I mean, that just shows, the weakness in the courts down here, guys. He is one of many down here. One of many drunk drivers that have killed people. There are some that have been killed and never been caught yet, and they're still driving around here. No joke. I know people that are drunk drivers. I think when I was younger, I once did it myself. When I was way younger, though. I was still a teen. I was stupid. But Texas has had an alcohol problem, but the RGV has a drunk driving manslaughter problem. That's all I could say for that. Yeah, it's making headlines because Biden failed miserably and it was a disaster. So, local happenings, let's cover real quick. Shane Casas, congratulations. He made it to the Olympics as a swimmer. Awesome. We keep finding gold everywhere in the nation. Even you can do it. If you think just because you're in the RGV, you're not going to go anywhere, you're not going to get anything, everything sucks down here. Yeah, I know. Just know that Shane Casas just made it for swimming. Yeah. He's out there. But guys, you can do it too. Anybody can do it in my opinion. I'm not going to do it because I'm lazy as hell and I don't want to work extra. I work enough. And I got a kid to raise. Get out of here. Don't pick at me. You can't do what I can do. I'll get you. Oh, wow. An asteroid, blah, 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 blah. Earth and the moon Saturday morning. The second of 2 astronomical near misses. I don't think anybody cares about asteroids unless they're going to hit the actual freaking ground. Keep his 9 tries for the foreseeable future. Wow. The economy's hitting Arizona, guys. But they're still going to keep 99 cents. I hope they don't go down like, all these other businesses. Y'all know all the restaurants that are going down, man. I hope Arizona tea doesn't go down. That's going to suck. Then she was charged with injury to a child. You can't even trust the daycares down here, guys. They literally hit kids at daycares. back then, and also there was a story about a guy who was he had sexually assaulted the minor, and we never heard from him ever again after that. Hopefully they did something horrible to him, but other than that, I mean, it's not common down here for stuff to happen even to your kids at daycares. It is atrocious. You cannot. I don't even leave my kid at a daycare. My suegra, thankfully, is able to watch him all the time. My wife dreads leaving him in a daycare, either due to possible disease, contamination, or just stuff like this, where he might face abuse or neglect. This is real. This is our world, guys. This is why I'm a little upset sometimes. Sorry about all that noise. My wife just walked in. Don't look at me like that. Prepare for hurricane season. You know what? I'm honestly don't expect we're gonna have. The last time we got a major hurricane, it died in Mexico. We didn't even make it over here, guys. And then this last recent hurricane that was like smaller, it just went into Mexico. I mean, it looks like it might come our way, but these things always curve, you know, like they're always turning. You can call me wrong at the end of the year, but I don't think we're gonna. I think at most we're gonna get a tropical depression that's really ugly, but I don't think we're gonna get a hurricane, guys. I don't know what it is. Maybe the valley was just meant to be dry, man. Because every time we get rain, it just goes whoop, or it just goes whoop, or it just goes whoop, and we're like right there in the middle and it just dodges us, and like it's so dumb. We get a little bit, but then it's like so hot, like literally dries up that fast. It is hot down here, guys. We're hitting hundreds. Our water doesn't last very long. No, don't bows. Oh yeah, look, there's Shane Casas. Swimming. Oh man, missing old lady. If you see this old lady, help her out. She's 79. Dang, dementia is bad, guys. We gotta look out, take care of our elderly some more, and stop taking care of illegal immigrants who are stealing and committing crimes in New York streets. Aggravated robbery at Cameron Park. Wow, this happened 18 hours ago. Wow, an Air Force veteran released classified national defense information about an aircraft and weapons to unauthorized individuals. Wow, you know what? I'm surprised local news covered that. I'm very surprised. They don't usually go that far. But I guess it's not against their agenda, so why not? Whoa. Wow, what's happened in Texas? Are you reading what I'm reading? Oh, man, child. Guys, the thing with the internet, guys. Oh, man. We have to protect our children from these phones and smartphones. It's so easy to get exposed sexual content nowadays and then get lured by these perverts and freaks, you know, a lot of them being leftists that want to influence kids to change their gender. BS. They're just perverts like this one right here. You know, they just want to record sexual explicit activity on devices and commit crimes to children, take advantage of them. That's all it is. It's not trying to change them or help them. It really doesn't. And Dr. Phil even covered that. You go check out Dr. Phil, guys. I'm not going to ruin that for you, but Dr. Phil goes into detransitioning, and it's not as good as everybody makes it sound on the left. It's actually pretty bad. Some pretty bad people have a bad time. You know, I feel like personally, you go to the leftists, they come with you with welcome arms. But as soon as you want to change back to normal and go back to who you were, they shun you. You don't want to be one of us no more? That's how they are. You're not with them, you're against them. Us, on the red side, the conservatives, I could care less what the hell you are. I really don't. Just don't get in my way, and don't get on my property, and don't flash in front of my kid. That's all I ask. And help me make money if you can. Shane Mania. I know, I'm definitely feeling it. Woo-wee. 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 Oh, shoot. Well, yeah. Wow. Yeah, we had a crazy high-speed chase in Brownsville that ended in, well, wow, I'm actually happy nobody died. Because, I mean, dude, the valley has such crazy traffic on the highway, guys. Imagine a high-speed chase with the sharp traffic that we have, bro. Our highway is only 3 lanes wide with 2 emergency lanes on the side most times. And we have a lot of trailers and a lot of workers and people down here from the valley and a lot of travelers that have to travel through most of the highway, half of the literal highway 83, to get to South Padre Island if that's their destination, or Brownsville. Or if it's going towards Rio Grande City, they'd have to go take the other half of the expressway. Guys, imagine a high-speed chase on that kind of expressway. It's not like a 4-lane or 5-laner like you have in Dallas. You know, you can maneuver a little bit more. This is very limited traffic. I mean, these guys could be killing people. I used to drive real fast. I used to have a fast car. I don't have it no more. But, you know, I was young, and like, even I realized eventually, like, yo, I am endangering people. This is wrong. Like, I think the fastest I go now is like 90. I used to be going like 100, 120, and just be like, I was a dumb kid. I was an idiot. Thank God that's not me anymore, man. I hope that never becomes me anymore. I'm glad nobody died, though. That is crazy, though. All the way to Brownsville? Shoo-wee. There it goes again. ATF agent. Oh, yeah. This was the other one I wanted to talk about. People are dumb. Like, they're really dumb down here. This guy, he's just going to be a detention officer. Like, literally, for Starr County. And the problem is education down here. Some statements, he made a statement about purchasing the gun, and it was a false statement. He gave the false information. The ATF caught, the feds, essentially, federal government, caught off on it. They called the ATF, said, hey, go investigate this guy because he works with the government. So, yeah, he was trying to purchase a firearm, and he didn't do it the right way. And now he's being arrested for it. I mean, there's more details to be released. But as far as we know right now, he just lied. He lied when trying to purchase a gun. And this is a law enforcement individual that's going to be operating locally here. And our law enforcement individuals need to be smart. Like, we have high crime. Unfortunately, a lot of these law enforcement companies, they just work with the local governments, and, you know, we all know who the local governments kiss butt to. You know, that's the world we live in. 1,000 pounds of marijuana from a trailer. Yep, and now it's all going to be sold. This little piece of crap. We have another baby abuser right here. This dude think he bad. He think he a gangster, bro. I'm from the same town as him. I will beat the life out of this dude. You want to know what he did? He grabbed a baby. He got a 1-year-old baby, and he did that. And he smiles, but he's smiling about it, bro, in his mugshot. You go check out his mugshot. He happy about it. He didn't give a damn. He think he the baddest dude ever. I don't even want to say his name. I ain't going to give no attention to this piece of shiznit. But all I know, he's going to have his head stomped in county. They're going to be gunning for him. And I know because I hung around some dudes in there. And I know how they operate. They going to get him. I'm not concerned. I'm glad they got him. Because once all they do is find out what he did in there, I mean, you could do certain things, bro. You can get away with some heinous stuff in the valley. But babies are off the limits. Babies off limits. If you smiling in your mugshot, you proud of what you did to a baby? Ooh, all them boys and the bad blogs gonna see that. They're gonna see it on the news, and then he's gangster too, so all his gangster homeboys are gonna throw him in there too. Just watch. He's not gonna be okay. He's gonna go to state, bro, and ooh man. You think county gangsters are bad? Oh man. I fear state gangsters more than I really don't give a damn about local gangsters, bro. It's the state gangsters, the dudes from Houston, Dallas, those Texas Syndicate. Those are the hard hitters. Those are the dudes that'll come after you, bro. Like, they will legit come after you. They will drive across the state for you. They're going to be looking at this dude. Get his. They're going to get his. These are two dudes that committed the robbery at the Cameron Park. Young, bro. Young. What's happening to our youth? These dudes younger than me. I'm not going to lie. I ran with the wrong crew when I was younger, but man, bro. A gun? You used a gun? Nah, bro, that's tripping, bro. You're just stacking more charges on that. I mean, it's one thing to get a stealing charge, but kick it down the door or invasion of private property. But when you bring a gun into the thing, you just made it a whole lot worse for yourself, buddy. That's an attempted murder charge right there. What's happening down here, guys? We ain't used to have it that bad, bro. We was chilling. We was chilling down here in the valley, guys. We was calm. You didn't have to worry at night if somebody was gonna be like probably maybe breaking your car if you're living in a certain part of town. You didn't have to worry about, you know, coming out of work and some dude trying to rob your store if you're managing a store. We didn't have to look over our shoulders so much before, you know, on the highway to see if, you know, maybe there's a really dangerous driver or a driver not paying attention. We really, man, we've downgraded so much. And I feel like the people up in North Texas, the Reds, we'll call them the Reds, the big shots, you know, the ones that got the safer communities and all that, because they're closer to the main conservative government. We're far away, man. We're down here on the border. All our local politicians are blue. The Democrats, they want to keep the border open. They want to keep things running around down here. And they also want to make Texas look bad. They want to make the conservatives look bad up there so they can flip them to other colors, to blue as well. It's real petty, guys. You know, the local politicians down here could have begged for help from Abbott, bro, from our governor. All they had to do was just stay in line, bro. Stay in line with the governor. Chill with the governor. Who cares if he's on a different political party, bro? Take care of your people first. That's what politicians are supposed to do. It's supposed to take care of the people first, not have an argument, petty battle, and make deals with Mexico because you don't want to make deals with Governor Abbott because you don't agree with his beliefs and his party. What about us? What about the humans, bro? We all dying. What about the citizens? Y'all don't give a damn. Local politicians down here in the valley are the worst. You know, I'll throw some shade at Abbott and all the northern red politicians because they ignoring us down here. They come down here and they talk about us, but they really throwing out the big guns down here. We need the big guns. We got cartel camps down here, guys. We got people who are proud child traffickers, people who literally want to change the gender of our kids, and they don't even got kids. They just want to do it to other kids. It's crazy. We need for somebody to come and start the boot down here, or regular dudes like me who pack in the heat are gonna have to start pulling some clips. And I don't want to go to jail, man. I don't want to go to jail because I had to stand up to some BS, bro. Like some criminal trying to get my property, some pedo trying to tell my kid he a girl when he not. Hell no. I'm gonna put a bullet in you. I'm not knowing full of energy. I just got out of the gym and I don't know, man. Maybe it's the Coke, caffeine, or maybe it's just something I'm very passionate about. Maybe I care about my friends, my family, their kids too. I don't want to see nothing happen. That's tragedy, bro. I hate seeing a horrible thing happen, and then me in the back of my head, I know it's because local politicians suck. Local police departments don't give a damn. They don't want to crack down. They don't want to be hard on people. I know. And when I see a court screw over a family trying to get justice for their kid that was run over by a reckless teen driver in a truck in Far, and I see that they don't get justice, that they get ignored by the Court of Appeals, when I see that, I have to tell them, and I have to go and I have to be honest with them. Like, guys, this ain't nothing new. They're doing this to Donald Trump. They did the same thing to him on national news, guys. They've been doing this stuff, guys. They've been screwing us over. They've been screwing over people up there. It's just that you're not seeing it. It's not seeing that you put those people there and you have to take them out. Now, I do not condone violence. And I value my life and I will not ever commit suicide. I love my wife. I love my kid. I will never kill myself. I'm saying that right now. But screw these local politicians, bro. I mean, I'm not saying screw Democrats in a whole in their belief, but screw these local ones. Because these local ones ain't give a damn about nothing, bro. They ain't even about the party beliefs or anything. They ain't about making nothing better in the community. They're just about themselves. And they're about their pride, and they're about, I don't want to do nothing to do with the Republicans. And we are paying the price for it. Us normal citizens are paying the price for it. What either needs to happen is that the governor needs to put his foot down and use his full authority, National Guard, everything, and crack down here without the consent of any of the local representatives down here. And they just say, hey, you know what? I'm the governor. I'm just little martial law right here. And it sucks, but I mean, it's not going to be against the citizen. It's going to be to crack down on the illegals and the criminals because it's out of control. But nobody wants to admit it because everybody wants to be in their trends and talking about Bronco 956, or they want to get that new Gucci sweater, or they want to be looking good on Instagram, showing some tatas, you know, all the dumb crap that the dumb girls and the dumb guys like doing down here, bro. Or they want to go downtown, do a little cumbia dance, or I want to sing norteño. I want to be a superstar and sing. Screw my property, my community. Screw my friends back at home. Screw my kids. Screw all that crap. I'm all about me. That's what y'all is. And I'm just calling it out. And, you know, I could be a little selfish sometimes too. And I could be a little annoying sometimes. But you know what? At least I'm not like them. And I don't want to be like them. It's sad, bro. It's not the same community that I grew up in as a kid. And I grew up in the ghetto. I grew up in a ghetto town. And it's way worse. It's like all the towns became ghetto now. And it's like my town isn't even that ghetto anymore. They used to call us ghost town. They used to like literally like, oh, that's the ghettoest city, all this and that. Donna, Texas. But now it's like every other city. Brownsville, Harlingen, Weslaco, McAllen, Roma, Rio Grande City. It's like they've all become this dumpster fire of a mess, man. We all got our own problems in every city now. And it's just sad, bro. It is sad what the RGB has become. I know I'm talking a little different. I get real passionate about this stuff. It's not that I want things to be controlled so much. It's just I don't want to be controlled, and I don't want to be victimized, and I don't want to be overwhelmed. I just wanted to live in peace. But I can't do it like this, you know, not in this economy, bro. I can't build my properties. I can't continue my business like this. And that's why I started the 956 opposition. I mean, to hopefully find the rest of the people that have the common sense to realize like, hey, we're digging ourselves in a huge hole down here. It's not just the nation. It's just the thing is, the valley is the starting point, guys. We are on the border. We are on the Gulf of Mexico. This is one of the first places to be invaded. This is one of the first places for stuff to go down. One of the first places that they want the government would want to experiment a different kind of authority or exercise or policy on people. We may not seem much on national news, but we get a little bit of everything, you know, being where we're at. It's just that nobody wants to talk about it. You know, and if people talk about it or they go up to like news sources like KRGV silences them. They ban them from talking to them on social media or commenting on their stuff. A lot of times the moderator would just delete the comments. And I've shown you that in a few episodes in the past. They want to control. They really want to keep their control. And it's literally us citizens versus everybody else, like the government, the news media, the corrupt cops, the ignorant police departments, the illegals, the immigrants that just want our taxes, want our money. Man, And then the crazy people that are living on the street, the repeat offenders, the homeless people that get desperate, they have to commit crime too. We are digging ourselves in a huge hole. And nobody cares about RGV citizens. Nobody cares. We are the bottom of the whole entire nation. We are the lowest point of the nation, and therefore I guess the whole entire nation is just going to crap on us. Yeah, we get a little clout every now and then, but it's for the wrong reasons, guys. And man, if I didn't know any better, I'd say the Texas government would cut off our region of Texas and sell us to Mexico, and it wouldn't make a difference. It probably would, and they probably do it too. Well, that's it, guys. That's it for episode 8 of the 956 Opposition. Y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all next time. I'll be a little bit more calm next time. Sorry about that, but yeah, I mean, y'all stay safe out there. Stay woke, but a good woke, not the left woke. Just stay awake. Like, be aware to these things, because this stuff is happening and it's gonna affect us eventually. If it's not affecting us now, it's gonna affect us eventually. And we are done.